When you go into a de-armouring session, there are different ways that you can experience that the expression from the receive of the client will be. Whether that is you right now being the client or whether or not you are the body worker. It's good to know that none of these various ways to respond are wrong, and it's not like one of them is better than the other. They're just different from each other, and they serve different purposes, and they have different reasons for why they're there. You have one response, which is the one people usually expect, which is the catharsis response, where you will go into a lot of physical and emotionally and sensational releases in your body, and where it will be very clear both for you as a receiver and for the one body working that what we're doing right now has a clear response in the body. Another way of having a release is going into deep trance states, where from the outside it will look like the receiver is sleeping or is really, really far away. If you are the client and you've gone into a trance state, after the session you will have a very hard time knowing where you've been. You will have a feeling like, I went somewhere, I was gone, but I wasn't sleeping. Usually that's a clear thing, that people have a feeling like, I wasn't sleeping, but I don't really know where I was. And time disappears in that state, meaning the session can have taken an hour and a half, and you think 5 or 10 or 15 minutes has passed by. You might remember where you were touched on the body, and you might not. You might actually have parts of the body where you have no conscious memory of the body worker having worked on you there. And when you're the body worker working on these types of clients, it's often a place where you can feel insecurity, like, am I doing this right? Am I doing something wrong? Why are they not responding? And basically, it's not until they come out of the trance and you can ask them that you will know what they experience. From the outside, it can look like nothing is happening. You might feel under your fingers there was a tension in the tissue and it softened when you were working on it, and that's the max that you felt. Or you felt sort of heat or coldness in the body coming from areas you were working. But it's not until you talk to the client that you might discover that the client experienced visions, clarity, getting insights, getting in contact with old forgotten memories. So a lot can have happened in the internal world, even though you don't realize it from the outside. And then there's the last type of clients, and this is the type of client where basically they just get a session with deep relaxation, meaning that they did not have emotional or catharsis kind of releases. They did not go into a trance getting visions, images, memories. They were just deeply relaxed, and when they come out of the session, that is how they feel. They feel relaxed in their body. They feel when they breathe that there is more space on the inside of them, like their lungs can take a deeper breath, and there's not the same restriction feeling in their system. And maybe this is exactly what that client needed. People that are very stressed in daily life can easily have that as a response to a de-armouring session, especially the first time, for various reasons. One, that the body truly just needs to get back into itself, just needs to relax, just needs to take a breath. That's one thing. And maybe the person's body also needs to tune into you, to feel that you're a safe person, to feel that I can trust you if I were to go deeper. If the client just had this relaxation experience in the session, it's very easy as a body worker to feel like, oh, I failed my mission, I didn't do my work. But maybe this is what the client was ready for. Maybe this is what the client needed, because the person is never in their body. And if that's the case, to begin begin with, we just have to get them into the body first before we can really start to move anywhere from there. So when you are to, for instance, evaluate a session afterwards, if you were the body worker, you'll have to wait until you know what they experienced to truly know what did they experience from this. And then you have to not compare your clients from one client to the next, because all the clients come to you at different levels, which means for some clients to just be present in their body for 5 minutes in a session, that is huge. Maybe they haven't been present in their body for more than seconds in the last many years. And others are so used to being present in the body, to feel their emotions, the sensations, to memorize what happened to them, that they can easily dive really deep into old stuff and start working deeply with it. So bear in mind, who is your client? What do they come from? What are they used to? And then be aware that it's a process for them also to slowly get into their system, slowly get into themselves, and then gradually they can go deeper and deeper and into different aspects. When I work with clients for a longer time, I will normally experience that my clients will both be in the relaxation phase at some point, they will be in the trance state at some point, and they will be in the catharsis state at one point. And that's even when we talk about the same person. So, don't give up. Don't have any goals on your client's behalf, but truly meet them where their body is ready to be met.